There's just something about doing something with your hands. It's a lot cheaper than seeing a shrink. So I had a project and I wanted to do these dovetail joints for the drawer for the nightstand project that I had. I've never done dovetail joints before. So I went out and I bought the Rockler dovetail jig, and that was the trick. It comes with the bits that you need as well as the collar that you need to ride along the track there. The thing is, the size router bits that it has a shank that I did not have in my vast collection of routers. So I went out and I invested in this DeWalt DW616. This is the best router I've ever worked with. It is a workhorse and it is my new favorite router. Yes, I've got trim routers and I've got plunge routers, but this is a workhorse. It also comes with the adapter, so it receives either 1/4 inch or 1/2 inch router bit shanks. So if you have different size shank bits in your collection, you're okay because this router has the adapters that you need. Back to my issue, I didn't have a big mouth collet, and that's what I needed, and that's the reason I went out and bought this DeWalt DW616. It's got some features that make it my new favorite router. First of all, I love the fact that there's a detached cord, because how many times have you had to replace the cord because you wrap the cord around and it makes a short right where you bend it? Well, this, you don't have that problem. Plus, you can go out and you can purchase these replacement cords. They're sold separately. Even though it's included with the router, they have additional replacement cords that are sold separately. So in addition to the removable cord, I love the fact that there's a stout on-off switch, traditional to what you've seen in older machinery. It also has a quick on-off that you just release the adjustment and slide off the base. Now the DeWalt also has available a plunge base that you can use with this motor. I didn't opt for that, I just needed a fixed base. Now to install the base, you just line up the pins that are inside the base with the groove that's on the side of the motor. And then it locks into place. Then you can adjust your depth in 1/64 of an inch increments. And then lock it at that depth. I like the sleek ergonomic grips that give you a lot of stability as you're making your pass. It's got 2 handles, so if you want to, you can either make your pass on a big piece, and if need be, you can clamp your wood to the workbench and make your pass around that way. Now, what direction do you go? You go counterclockwise on the outside or clockwise on the inside of a cut. It weighs about 9 pounds, so it's a pretty stout piece of equipment. I like the fact that there's a super rigid, traditional, like old school kind of toggle switch. It is not variable speed, but in my experience, I didn't need it. I know other routers boast variable speed, but like I said, I didn't need it for the projects that I've been using it on. I really haven't found a reason to have a variable speed setting on a router in my experience. If you've had a project that you've had to have a variable speed router, drop it in the comments below. I'd love to find out about that. Now the DeWalt DW616 router has a 1 3/4 horsepower motor that is an 11 amp motor, so it's very stout to cut through your toughest hardwoods. This is my latest project. This is a massive 103 inch hanging barn door that is going in the bathroom for a dear friend of ours. And the way I built this made this DeWalt router necessary. You see, I wanted to do a mortise the whole run of the stiles. Now, if you're not familiar with how doors are made, these are stiles and these are rails. This is the top rail, that's the bottom rail, and then you have intermediate or locking rails. So for the stile, I wanted to cut a large mortise to receive the tenons of each of the rungs, the rails. Now I could have taken my dado stack and stood the stile on end and run it through that way. But I don't have the most stable table saw dado stack and fence situation. So what I came up with is I invested in the Bosch router bit set, and it came with, get this, a 1/2 inch deep router bit that I could put in my DeWalt DW616 router. Like I said, it's a workhorse, and this was a brand spanking new bit, so it was sharp as all get out. And this is regular soft pine, so it really didn't have much problem whatsoever. If I was working with a hardwood like a walnut or an oak, I would have had to take my time and go a lot slower, so as not to chew up the bit, burn out the motor on the DeWalt router. So after I made my first pass, I went back through and I cleaned it up. Not too much, because I didn't want to wobble with the base of the DeWalt router, because that would open up my mortise. So the way it's designed is the mortises not only receive the tenon of the rail, but also they receive the 1/2 inch plywood panel. I'll have a complete video of the whole fabrication and installation. Now, truth be told, this is not a trim router like one of these guys. This is a true woodworking router. Insert that in there. 2mm nut. Snug it up. Put your base back on. Line up those 2 tabs with the groove. And lock it into place. Now you want to adjust how much of your bit is showing. So you're going to release that, and you're going to turn the dial here. And then you're going to look at how deep your router bit is cutting. When it's at the desired depth, lock it into place, and you're ready to route. So if you're wanting to step up your woodworking game, invest in the best woodworking router that I've found, the DeWalt DW616. You'll be glad you did. I'm Eddie Field with Field Guided DIY. For more home improvement and woodworking tips, click the image on your screen now, and be sure to subscribe to Field Guided DIY for more helpful instructions and directions.